Coming to you from the Mall of Asia Arena, ABS-CBN Sports proudly brings you its coverage of your UAAP Season 75. ABS-CBN Sports proudly presents the University of the Philippines, the University of the East, De La Salle University, the University of Santo Tomas, FEU Tamaros, Adamson University, the Ateneo de Manila University, National University. This is the 75th season of your UAAP. Unbreakable. A new coach and a superstar freshman bring new hope to De La Salle University after a forgettable season 74. Hope's spring returns for the University of the Philippines after a promising start to season 74 ended with 9 straight setbacks. The De La Salle Green Archers square off against the UP Fighting Maroons in UAAP season 75.
So it's been said that there are many storylines for UAAP Season 75, and today, more of those storylines are about to unfold as we make our way back to the brand new state-of-the-art Mall of Asia Arena in Pasay City for Day 2 of opening weekend of your UAAP Season 75. And this is brought to you exclusively by ABS-CBN Sports. We have the De La Salle University Green Archers taking on the University of the Philippines Fighting Maroons in our first matchup. And following that contest, Ateneo de Manila University begins its drive for 5 and title defense as they take on last year's third placers, the Adamson University Falcons. This is the final year of Joshua Webb, who won 2 championships with De La Salle Zobel in the UAAP Juniors Division. Therefore, this is final chance to be named as a champion in the collegiate level. On the other hand, Mike Silungan of the University of the Philippines, who was dubbed as the savior 2 seasons ago when he first donned the UP Fighting Maroons jersey, has also one final shot to live up to that name and lift the spirits of the entire State University. Mabuhay po sa lahat ng mga nanonood ngayon sa Studio 23 at nais din po namin batiin ang lahat ng ating mga kababayan na nakatutok ngayon mula sa iba't ibang bahagi ng mundo sa The Filipino Channel or TFC. Ako po ang inyong lingkod, Anton Rojas. Breaking the game down with me will be TJ Manotok at atin din pong makakasama mamaya ang ating mga courtside reporters. Reporting for De La Salle University, we have Billy Capistrano. At syempre, para naman sa University of the Philippines, we will have Miss Bea Fabregas. Talk to you girls later. Right now, I'll start with you, TJ. This is a battle between 2 teams who did not make it to the Final Four last year. La Salle finished in 6th place with a 5-9 record. Ang UP naman only won 2 games and absorbed 12 straight defeats. Panibagong season, panibagong pagkakataon para sa dalawang kumpanan na ito to improve on their records last year.
Absolutely, and different, contrasting paths coming into this season, Anton, para sa parehong teams. La Salle with a new coach, a whole new system, a bunch of improved players, a great run in the summer for UP as well. They've continued to improve year in, year out. They got a couple of wins last year, and they have a bunch of veterans this year who are more seasoned and raring to get more wins, and as you said, to uplift the spirits of the whole UP crowd.
When we come back, we'll delve deeper into this discussion between La Salle and UP, kaya wag po kayong alis. Manatili po kayo nakatutok sa Studio 23 para sa De La Salle University at UP. Handog sa inyo ng ABS-CBN Sports.
This is the 75th season of your UAAP. Unbreakable. Is the 75th season of your UAAP. Unbreakable. All eyes are on this prodigious rookie for the De La Salle Green Archers.
Hi, I'm Jerome Deng. In college basketball, everyone here can play now. Unlike in high school, I always had the ball It involves the temple here because we're Chinese and when we go to temple, they don't miss a game. Lahat ng games ng kuya ko pati ako, nandun sila lagi. They're always there to support us. Bonding with the family. Kasi our family loves watching movies every weekend. I'll do my best to really help LaSalle win. Sana maganda yung performance namin ng buong team.
He may be a rookie, but Jaron Tang will surely make an impact.
Well, at only 18 years of age, Jaron Tang has already achieved a lot in his young basketball career. He has won championships at Xavier School. He has been a part of the national team as well, and he enters the new stage of this guy's promising career as a member of the De La Salle University Green Archers here in the college ranks, DJ.
Well, he's such a talented kid, and what I like about him, what you saw about him so far in the summer league, he's willing to learn and willing to undergo a whole new process, that he's not the star player right away, and he's just part of a good team that will need his skills.
And he joins a very talented young bunch of Green Archers here in UAAP Season 75. And he's not only the exciting addition to this team, they also have installed a brand new coaching staff, which of course will be led by former Green Archer G. Abanilla, who was part of the back-to-back De La Salle University champion team in 1989 and 1990. Kindly break down the composition of this De La Salle University squad, DJ.
Well, you mentioned, Anton, first of all, Coach G. Abanilla, his first year as head coach for LaSalle, but he's been here. He was assistant coach for Coach Franz Maran for many years. He's been an assistant coach in many different levels in the pros as well. So he is a seasoned coach, and in the eyes of many critics, he is ready and prime as head coach. Looking at the guys that they lost Simon Atkins, their team captain. They lost Marvin Nueva and Marata as well, their sharpshooter from the outside. So they lost a lot of hustle there, some versatility, some leadership. But then again, you got some solid returnees. You got Revilla, you got Busonos, De La Paz. And I'd like to point out Torres, in fact, who has vastly improved under the tutelage of assistant coach June Limpot. He in fact became a mythical 5 member of the preseason Hell Oil Flying V tournament, wherein they made the runner-up against NU. And you, of course, adding there Jaron Tang, I'm confused. I'll get confused this whole season. Jaron Tang, and then of course Mark Anthony Talio, who will more than make up for the absence of Atkins, and of course Villanueva.
You mentioned Jun Limpot, one of the members of Coach G. Abanilla's assistant coaching staff. He was a teammate of Coach G's also in the early 90s. He brought along former familiar Green Archer alumni as well, talking about Mac Guan, Ty Bautista, and of course Juno Sauler, to guide these young Green Archers now to talk more about this new era in Taft Avenue. Let's call back our courtside reporter, Billy Capistrano, to talk about Coach G and how the team has accepted him as their new leader.
Well, Anton, the Archers have been rebuilding and improving all summer long, engaging in various preseason tournaments and tune-up games. Now with Coach G. Abanilla at the helm, expect to see a more defense-minded team who will take advantage of their height without compromising their perimeter game. The Archers are going to play all-around basketball while maximizing the talents of the players. The boys are raring to play this season, and with the help and guidance of Coach G and the coaching staff, their confidence has been greatly renewed. Now let me tell you that these boys are more than ready to show everyone that they've got what it takes to bring the glory back to Taft. Anton?
Thank you, Billy, for that report, and welcome to our UAAP ABS-CBN Sports Broadcast Team. Ngayon naman, TJ, pag-usapan natin ang makakalaban ng De La Salle University dito sa ating unang laro on this beautiful Sunday, the University of the Philippines Fighting Maroons. And like Coach G. Abanilla, UP is also led by a former Fighting Maroon in Ricky Dandan, who is entering his second season as the head coach of his beloved alma mater. Let's take a look at the changes of the Fighting Maroons as we take a look at these things on your screen.
Well, of course, man, Ricky Dandan is back. They won 2 games last year, and they're looking to win more this year. That's what their goal is, to try and improve every year. Now, key losses, of course, you're losing Maniego, Gomez, and Huruena. Some really good hustle guys off the bench for UP. But as you mentioned, Mike Silungan is back together with Mike Gamboa, Manuel Montecaso. A lot of these guys are veterans and seniors, and they have improved so much. They've experienced a lot of heartache, and they are really raring to get things going for UP. Adding to them, of course, coming back to the fold, Mark Lopez, who had an injury last year. He missed the whole season. Of course, as well, Alvin Padilla, who was a great forward, who can play inside, outside, and a new rookie who'll be interesting to watch, a small point guard. His name is Henry Asidium. He's from Cebu. Watch out for him today as well.
And watch out also for the other rookies, which we will introduce to you later on as we start this ball game. Let's call back our courtside reporter for UP, Ms. Bea Fabregas, to talk about UP's long road back to respectability, because it has been quite a while since UP won their last UAP championship back in 1986. Bea, go ahead.
Anton, ever since that 0-14 record in season 73, the boys of the UP Fighting Maroons have been playing with a weight of criticism from this UAP crowd. However, I did speak to Coach Ricky Dandan, and he said the moment they hit practice back in November 2011, that he's been drilling two thoughts in the mindset of his players, and that first thought is they need to know what it takes to win these games, and follow it up with the second thought is they need to do everything possible to win. Now the boys have come a long way since then, and they have put all the negativity in the past. The UP Fighting Maroons are more than ready to live up to their name this season, and all you can expect from this team is fight. Anton?
Thank you so much, Bea, for that report. We'll hear a lot more from you later on. Final thoughts before we begin this
Well,
game?
I'm
TJ?
excited to see this game for sure. Of course, LaSalle wants to pick up from where they left off in the summer, and UP is raring to go as always with their always ever-ready crowd to support them.
All right, let's begin this ball game. It is LaSalle versus UP. This is the UAAP Season 75. Handog sa inyo ng ABS-CBN Sports.
Telecast live on Studio 23, seen worldwide on the Filipino channel and on Sky Cable Channel 167 in high definition. Good afternoon and welcome here at the Mall of Asia Arena for the first of today's seniors basketball doubleheader between the De La Salle University Green Archers and the University of the Philippines Fighting Maroons in season 75 of your UAAP. Let's first meet the starting five of your De La Salle Green Archers. At guard number 12, L.A. Revilla. The other guard number 9, Jed Banguera. At center number 7, Arnold Van Opstal. At forward number 21, Jaron Teng. And the other forward number 6, Norbert Torres. Your head coach is G. Abanilla. Here now is the starting lineup of your UP Fighting Maroons. At guard number 4, Mike Gamboa. The other guard number 11, Mark Lopez. At center number 13, Raul Soyud. At forward number 21, Mike Silungan. And the other forward number 19, Paulo Romero. Your head coach is Ricky Dandan. Our officials for this game are Bong Pascual, Don Arguelles, and Chris Banayan.
University and UP, it is very surprising to see that Mike Gamboa is starting for the University of the Philippines, considering that during the summer, we saw Jello Montecastro start a lot of those games. So Mike Gamboa, also a great player from the Ateneo de Manila Blue Eaglets program, making a second straight return to UP in what is also his final season for the Fighting Maroons.
But it also depends sometimes, Anton, with the matchups. Defensively, some coaches like to prefer to match up right away, as you got a really talented scoring point guard in L.A. Revilla. So you might want to take a look at how tough Mike Gamboa might be defending him physically as well. Maybe that's what Coach Ricky Dandan had in mind for Gamboa versus Revilla.
Well, Gamboa has shown flashes of brilliance, especially during the early part of his career with UP. Raul Soyud, his first jump shot for the University of the Philippines here in the UAAP. Airballs that one. Van Opstal, another surprising addition to the starting lineup of Coach G. Abanilla. He did not play at all in the Phil Oil tournament because he had a torn right hamstring. So this is a welcome development for Green Archer fans with Van Opstal back in the lineup. Excuse me, it was a torn left hamstring.
Okay, and it's interesting to see them together as a twin tower combination once again, and specifically with a much improved Norbert Torres. You saw how much his game had improved. His focus really of just being an inside force rather than forcing outside shots, with what we saw him do in previous years with LaSalle. And he just became a monster on the boards, a monster in the paint, and together with Van Opsel, you got some scary potential here for the front court of LaSalle.
That's a 6'7" center in Van Opstel
Olivaldo,
and
number
a
19, Paolo Romero.
6'6" power forward
One on the
in
fighting
Norbert
Maroons.
Torres,
16
the
seconds
two
on the
bigs
shot clock.
for De La Salle University. Jet Manguera is also a very inspiring story for De La Salle University. He was cut from the lineup and had to sit out the past 2 seasons in the UAAP. He is back with the team, and as a starter as well, Norbert Torres scoring his first basket for De La Salle University for season 75.
Perfectly timed pass there by the veteran point guard, Eddie Revilla, seeing the right opportunity to drop it to Torres inside.
So far, we have seen some long jumpers from the bigs of UP and the 3-point shot by Mike Silungan in the early goings for the Fighting Maroons. Let's check out this PS Bank maasahan assist. Isang tulog lang, may kotse ka na with PS Bank Auto Loan with Prime Rebate. Yan yung pasa na pinag-uusapan mo kanina, TJ. That pass to Norbert Torres, who is unable to convert on that hard drive. Here comes UP. It is Mike Gamboa with the left hand. No fear from Gamboa, just could not convert. Mike Silungan able to get to that loose ball though. Lopez, another long shot for the Fighting Maroons.
Good hustle coming back there by Mark Lopez. You know, I can't blame UP if they're kind of intimidated with a guy that's 6'7" who jumps like a pogo stick, another guy who's 6'6", manning the paint for the South. See? Things like that. They're going to have to throw it over the trees.
And the smallest guy on the floor for UP trying to get into the paint to float that ball over the Giants of LaSalle. Revilla gets it to the post at Geronteng, who has a mismatch. Revilla underneath. That's a nice block from Raul Soyod of UP. Silungan, will he get the first basket for UP?
Oh, what a
Yes,
tough
he
shot.
does. Mike Silungan off the glass.
And boy, did have to beat for that shot against 3 white shirts. Double pump it off the glass as well.
Mike Silungan only averaged 11.4 points per game last year, and I think in the 2 years of Silungan with UPTJ, I think he has underachieved. I believe that Silungan is capable of scoring a lot more than 11 per game.
I think so. I mean, we've seen him do well in his first preseason before his first UAP season.
Exactly.
We heard him shooting really well and doing well in the preseason, but you know, the UAP is a whole different animal. With the
Raul
pressure with the
Soyod
crowd.
getting blocked there by Jet Manguera, and I'm surprised that Soyod did not take it strong to the hole. Jet Manguera, a very athletic guard, able to block that shot. As we take a look at this Rexona men shot block, Rexona men with 50% more lasting protection. Spray on the confidence. Raul Soyod with a block on L.A. Revilla. UP trying to get a knockout play underneath. Raul Soyod still probably experiencing some jitters. Raul Soyod is not a rookie, by the way. He can only play 2 more years, including this one. He's a recruit from West Negros University. Let's go now to Billy Capestrano of De La Salle University to give us this report on the Green Archers.
It is a big day for the Archers, and a lot are excited to see what they can bring to the table. The atmosphere in the dugout was very relaxed as the boys were listening to music and merely focusing on what they need to do today. Now onto the ball game, they are going to focus on defense because UP is a good perimeter shooting team. They will have to take care of the shots of Silungan, Manuel, and Gamboa. According to Coach G, they have to execute very well because bad shots and turnovers may lead to more fast breaks from UP. Seeing as they have bigger guys, they will pound the ball inside and get some more post presence. The boys are all good to go, but they have to be prepared mentally. Coach reminded them to be focused, don't be distracted, and just play the game that you love. Anton?
Thank you, Billy, for that Samsung courtside update brought to you by Samsung Galaxy S3. Let's go to a Kit Kat break. Get ready for what's next. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. Let's check out our Nissin Yakisoba Yakisobrang move. That Yakisobrang move was brought to you by Nissin Yakisoba Yakisobrang Sarap. That was the first basket of Mike Silungan for UAAP season 75, and L.A. Revilla able to drive inside to get his first basket of the season. The score is 4-2 in favor of De La Salle University. The other player to score for the white shirts was Norbert Torres, who scored the first basket of this game. Raul Soyod knocking down his first shot to signal his entry as a member of the UP Fighting Maroons.
Soyud has his work cut out for him though defensively. He was the one who was too slow on the pick and roll defense and allowed Revilla a wide open lane to the basket earlier.
Trying his best to bump off Van Opsal, who was trying to establish himself at the post. Tang for three. Way short. Gamboa has the basketball for UP. Mike Gamboa, the veteran point guard. That's a turnover. All right, let's go now to the other side and hear from Bea Fabregas for this report for UP.
The day has finally come for the UP Fighting Maroons, entering the season with 7 hopeful seniors, and the boys have made it a point to play with a reignited passion for the team. Training hard day in day out, the boys are aware of how critical this season is going to be, putting in all their efforts for a common goal, and of course playing for the love of the game. Captains Mike Silungan, Mike Gamboa, Mark Lopez are physically, mentally prepared to lead the team. When Coach Rudy was talking to his boys in the dugout, he said, if you believe you can do it, you are right. And if you believe you cannot do it, you are also right. It's all in the mindset. What's it going to be, boys? Anton and TJ?
Thank you, Bea, for that Samsung courtside update. That report was brought to you by Samsung Galaxy S3. And one interesting thing that Bea mentioned in her report was that there are 7 graduating seniors now. At sa pagkakaalam ko, 8 yan eh. So I'm not sure if Alinco Emba is on the bench because I know he's also one of the graduating players on this UP side. Free throws by Yutien Andrada give LaSalle a 2-point advantage. 6-4 is our tally. Soyud with another jumper does not fall. Lopez with an offensive rebound. Haynes on the floor. Right now, Revilla, Tang, Banguera, Torres, and Andrada for De La Salle University. Haynes, America's leading underwear brand. And for UP, we have Mark Lopez, Romero, Silungan, Gamboa, and of course, we have Soyud on the floor for the University of the Philippines. Silungan, his first 3-point basket made on that last possession. Revilla could not convert with a left hand, but Torres was there for the putback.
That's going to be their strength. If LaSalle's going to miss inside, they've got those big guys who are long, athletic, and now even more intense in terms of crashing the boards.
Silungan, defended tightly by Banguera. Silungan fires. Too strong. Lopez with another offensive rebound. Soyud hesitated on that jumper. Short was Paulo Romero from the baseline. LaSalle is up and running. Revilla with a hesitation. Wow.
Well, the guy who most deadly on the fast break, the guy with the ball. So you got to check the guy with the ball. Nobody guarded him all throughout.
We got to take a Kit Kat break. Get ready for what's next. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. Let's take a look at this Great Taste 3-point shot. Another great 3 from Great Taste 3-in-1. That was UP's Mike Silungan playing in the first game of his final tour of duty as a member of the UP Fighting Maroons. Maraming salamat po sa lahat ng mga nakatutok ngayon sa Studio 23. We have UP and De La Salle University battling out on the hard court of the brand new Mall of Asia Arena in Pasay City. Alley-oop play perfectly executed by the Fighting Maroons. Mike Gamboa connecting with Mike Silungan.
Hey, UP's hanging tough here. They're playing some pretty good defense, not allowing too many easy incursions for LaSalle, except for that wide open layup by Revilla earlier. But other than that, they're doing what they can to make it difficult for LaSalle to score.
Our Pure Foods chick and cheese hot dog perfect combination. Gamboa to Silungan, perfect combination. Pure Foods tender, juicy chicken cheese hot dog.
And point guards can only make that pass easily if their defender is lax, if they're not pressuring the ball. If you're up on the point guard pressuring him, the only pass that he can make easily is to the wings, but not deep inside the paint. Off a one-handed dribble at that. So that was on the fault of the defender of Mike Gamboa.
L.A. Revilla, second free throw for him. Short. Rebound, Paulo Romero. Also a former Ateneo Blue Eaglet, just like Mike Gamboa. Mike Gamboa surveying the floor. Gets it to Lopez. Lopez with a jumper. Short. Soyud could not get that rebound. Good box out by Norbert Torres. 11-9. 2 minutes and 25 seconds remaining here in the first. This is LaSalle versus UP opening weekend in the UAAP. And Revilla rattles that stop and pop jumper in. He has 7 to lead all Green Archers in scoring.
Good read there by Revilla on the pick and roll. Instead of going towards the pick, he went away from it and found some space for the jump shot.
Speaking of space, Revilla giving Gamboa space. Gamboa just unable to convert. Nice pass to the finishing Yutien Andrada.
Well, weak transition defense there for UP. Gamboa was the only man back, and he tried to gamble on a steal rather than try to defend the basket.
Biggest lead right now for the Green Archers. Silungan in and out on that tough jumper. Soyud tries a fadeaway. Short. Lopez, another offensive rebound. And Mark Lopez, the returning Mark Lopez, is doing a good job on the boards for UP.
Well, Joshua Webb's got to do a better job of boxing out that time. It was a 1-on-1 battle for that rebound, and he failed to box out Lopez.
Gamboa defending Revilla tightly. Torres deep in the post. Dish
What a
to
pass.
Andrada. What a no-look pass.
You know, the familiarity is really there already. The few years that Torres has been with LaSalle, he's getting used to his teammates now and what they can do with him on the floor.
He had to spend 2 years with LaSalle before becoming a member of the UAAP team last year. So Torres very familiar with his teammates. Let's take a look at this clear men high performance drive. Clear men deep lens with activated carbon. Deep lens for 0. Sandro, L.A. Revilla with that nice layup on the fast break. Revilla was LaSalle's leading scorer last year, TJ, averaging 8.7 points per game. Alman Vosotros coming in right now for Jed Manguera. First action for him here in UAAP Season 75. Let's check out this McDonald's instant replay. This was that pass you were talking about. Overwhelm your senses with the new McDonald's Big and Tasty. Dial 86236 for Muck Delivery.
Revilla taken out by Coach G and getting a good hand from the crowd. LaSalle appreciating Revilla's efforts so far today. And just like that though, as Mark Anthony Talio comes in for his first game in the UAP in the LaSalle uniform. I mention that because people expected him to come in with Ateneo 2 years ago. And he gets caught with a foul there and allowing the other rookie, Asilo, to score on that one.
McDonald's instant replay. Overwhelm your senses with the new McDonald's Big and Tasty. Dial 86236 for Muck Delivery. So it is a battle right now between 2 rookie point guards, Talio and Henry Asilung.
Well, Talio, a very, very talented point guard with great handles, very athletic. You know, a lot of people were expecting great things from him, but it was a matter of circumstance that he went into the program of Ateneo at the same time of Kiefer Ravena. And he will really be under the shadow of the Phenom. So he opted to get out of that program and move to LaSalle, and he's looking to do well with Archers.
Alvin Padilla returning to action here in UAAP Season 75, tapping the ball from behind of Mac Talio. And that resulted in a fast break layup for him. 17-16. UP with a 5-0 run as we are about to wind down this first quarter. Asilum ahead of the pack. Asilum strip, gets the ball back. Padilla has it right now. Looks up at the clock.
5 seconds to go.
Let's see what Padilla will do. He decides to fire. And that will not fall for him at the end of the first quarter of play. It is De La Salle University clinging to a 1-point advantage, 17-16. As we take a look at our Jollibee champ of the quarter, it is Mike Silungan with 7 points to lead the Fighting Maroons. Jollibee champ, big burger goodness like no other. We will have more action live from the Mall of Asia Arena in Pasay City when we come back. Keep it right here on Studio 23 for more of your UAAP Season 75 brought to you by ABS-CBN Sports. Kayo po ay nakatutok sa UAAP Season 75 kung saan kasulukuyang nagbabakbakan sa hard court ng Mall of Asia Arena sa Pasay City ang De La Salle University Green Archers at University of the Philippines Fighting Maroons. Thank you all to everybody watching on Studio 23. I'm Anton Rojas together with CJ Manotok. Binabati din po namin ang lahat ng mga nanonood mula sa iba't ibang bahagi ng mundo sa The Filipino Channel or TFC. Errant pass by Vosotros to start off our second quarter. 17-16 is our tally.
Well, let's see how the second unit of Coach Gia Bonilla can maintain the composure and the pace of the game as well as Revilla did. He came out of the game, they were leading by 6, and all of a sudden, they end the quarter only leading by 1.
A steal here by Mac Talio. 3-on-1 fast break. Talio deciding to take it all by himself. Could not finish. Here's Manuel. No foul called. It will stay with UP.
Good hands here by Yudin Andrada. Not the best leaper, but he's got long arms to block those shots.
Let's check out our Silverworks courtside charmer. Our Silverworks courtside charmer is Anton Aldaba of De La Salle University. Silverworks adds classiness to his smart fashion sense. Silverworks live to play.
Asilum again drawing another foul, this time on Vosotros, this kid from Cebu, showing no fear whatsoever. And his counterpart, finally, Talio, is also from Cebu as well. I'm presuming they played against each other in their tournaments, in their leagues down south.
Well, Henry Asilum is a recruit out of Sacred Heart School in Ateneo de Cebu. Played for the RP youth team of Olsen Racela in the FIBA Under-16 tournaments last year in Vietnam. Very promising young point guard and DJ with Jello Montecastro and Mike Gamboa graduating at the end of this season. We're looking at the future at the point guard position for UP.
Right there, you're looking at him right there with I think got 5 points right in this game after the 3-point play earlier. And he's showing a lot of courage, a lot of confidence in his game, in his first game in the UAP.
And he's even ahead of Jello Montecastro in the rotation.
That's right. And, by the way, UP just got the lead off of his 2 free throws right there.
18-17 is our official tally. And yes, Asilum does have 5 points. Padilla forcing his way inside, does not fall. Ball will go back the other way to De La Salle. Mac Talio bringing the ball now and taking a look at this Kit Kat best break. Get ready for what's next. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. Mac Talio gets that loose ball. Jumper does not fall. Torres will go to the line.
Well, good job there by Torres. First of all, being in the right place at the right time with that offensive rebound and using his body to protect the ball and drawing that foul. So back to the free throw line is Norbert Torres,
who has already grabbed 7 rebounds, TJ.
7.
Yes.
Okay.
At least dito sa ating unofficial tally, ha?
Bounded in it. I remember, I don't know what game it was that we covered him in the Phil Oil that he grabbed like 18 or 19 rebounds. Was it against Ateneo?
I don't know, but last year, he only averaged 5.8 rebounds per game.
Wow. And, you know, it's not like he grew. I don't think he considerably improved in his leaping ability. It's all a matter of desire and positioning, which I really think the new coaching staff is able to instill in the mindset of Norbert Torres. And it's one thing to be taught by June Limpon, you know, one of the best players out of La Salle, one of the best big men that this country has ever seen. And to learn from that guy, you're really lucky.
Johnny Hipolito also returning to the lineup of UP, unable to convert on that daredevil drive. You were talking about June Limpon, and truly his influence has helped the big man of De La Salle University. Let's go now to Bea Fabregas for this update on the side of the Fighting Maroons.
Anton and TJ, you did mention that Rahul Puget had a bit of jitters before the game, and he is finally playing, but I can say that he was all smiles before his first UAP game. The coaching staff was even joking, Rahul, are you ready? Because you've been waiting for this since World War II. On behalf of freshman Henry Asilum, wag daw siya mahiya, tumira pag open. And the boys just need to know constantly to keep their roles in mind in order to play good offense and defense. Anton and TJ?
Thank you, Bea, for that Samsung courtside update. That was brought to you by Samsung Galaxy S3. Asilum Tough jumper over Revilla, who's back on the floor for Mac Talio.
For a little guy, little guy at 5'7", he's got some hops in terms of getting up for a jump shot. I mean, he needs to get up there to try to get that shot over some bigger defenders, and he has that.
Especially when he played internationally, going up against the likes of the youngsters from China.
Can you imagine?
18-all is our official tally. 7 minutes and 25 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Asilum still on the floor for UP. It was Mike Gamboa who started for the Fighting Maroons. Tough shot by Jet Manuel.
Not an easy shot at all, creating space with the slightest of a shove against Revilla.
Jet Manuel, a teammate of Jeron Tengs at Xavier School a couple of years back, giving UP the 2-point advantage. Revilla could not convert with that jumper. Gotladera into the game for the first time for the Green Archers.
Take a good look at this 1-3-1 defense of UP, Anton. It's rare to see this in the UAP. I see this before when I was in high school. It's one of the best zone defenses actually to do, but it's so hard to execute. Because you got to have hustling wings, going up and down to the back door. You got to have a hustling sweeper under the basket as well.
Let's take a look at this tough shot by Jet Manuel, just creating some space and rising above the much smaller, Almond Vosotros. Yutken Andrada with the reverse of that De La Salle miss. Merrill getaway move. Merrill getaway to adventure.
Well, that is the 8th offensive rebound now. 4th offensive rebound of La Salle. But UP actually has had their number so far. 6 offensive rebounds for UP today.
Jet Manuel, another difficult shot. That time it was short. Jet Manuel, UP's second leading scorer last year, averaged 8.1 points per game. We are at a deadlock right now. 20-all. Joshua Webb. Revilla dropping it to Gotladera, who was blocked by Johnny Hipolito. Gave him a little stare down there. And Asilum will settle things down for UP. Chris Ball also in the game for the Fighting Maroons. Could not handle that pass. Almond Vosotros could not convert. Scramble for the loose ball, and look at the white shirts run after it. Revilla, hesitation dribble. Wild razzle-dazzle basketball here. Vosotros recovers it, and he will settle things down.
Hinihingal na rin siya. Tayo nahihingal tayo just watching it. Sabi niya, teka lang, let's set things up.
Revilla receives it. Gets it back. Revilla drives inside. Nice drop pass.
Diyan yung butas ng 1-3-1 defense. There's only one guy really deep in the paint. And if you can drive and drop, that's the best way to attack it. Good job by Revilla.
We got to take a Kit Kat break. Get ready for what's next. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. Back here inside the Mall of Asia Arena in Pasay City for our continuing coverage of UAAP Season 75, where La Salle is leading UP 22-20. Not for long. Mike Silungan with that layup. As we saw our PS Bank strong power move, isang tulog lang. May kotse ka na with PS Bank Auto Loan with Prime Rebate.
Wow, what composure this rookie Asilum has. He lost the ball already against Revilla, but he never gave up. He never panicked, and he stole it back.
Speaking of stealing the basketball, Silungan getting a steal right there. Asilum settling things down, but Padilla decides to fire way too early on that possession. Teng back in the game. That's an offensive foul.
Good job there by Padilla, reading that drive of Jeron Teng. Is taking it in the chest.
That's really where Padilla is at his best, on the defensive end. Take a look at this Rexona men shot block. Rexona men with 50% more lasting protection. Spray on the confidence. Johnny Hipolito blocking the much taller Fonso Gotladera on that play. Papat Paredes also in the ball game for the first time right now for De La Salle. Silungan.
Oh, is that going to count? No, it's on the side.
That was close though. Let's go now to Billy Capistrano for this update on De La Salle.
The boys have yet to overcome their first game jitters as at the huddle, coach advised them to take care of the ball and improve ball movement. Huwag maging gigil sa bola. As for defense, Coach G emphasized on preparation, taking care of the men, and crashing the boards to get the rebounds. Anton?
Thank you, Billy, for that Samsung Courtside update. Brought to you by Samsung Galaxy S3. Another deadlock between LaSalle and UP. Approaching the last few minutes of this first half, Jeron Teng. That's good defense by Hipolito, preventing the post-up from the much taller Papot Paredes. Baseline jumper from Luigi de la Paz.
Nice getaway there in the corner. Good ball fake. Shaking off Silungan. And just one quick dribble and a good mid-range shot.
And this is a good sign for Archer fans, as De La Paz has been dealing with some shoulder problems. Silungan knocking down his second three-point bomb of the game.
And
he has 12 points.
That gives UP the lead again, 25-24.
It has been a seesaw battle between these two squads who are on a quest to make it back to the Final Four this year. That's a foul underneath.
But look at UP's undersized squad battling it out, not giving up anything inside easy for LaSalle.
This was Mike Silungan with that Great Taste three-point shot. Another great three from Great Taste, 3-in-1.
Well, LaSalle has reverted to a 2-3 zone as well. And it just so happened that Silungan was on the weak side, so a good quick ball swing found him wide open. And if there's one guy from UP who is not going to be afraid to take open shots without batting an eyelash, it's Mike Silungan.
Already surpassing his 11.4 average of points per game last season. Silungan already with 12 points. Jeron Teng converting on both his attempts in his first trip to the free throw line for UAAP season 75 and as a member of LaSalle. As he loomed from outside, short, Revilla with a board. Teng is not afraid to attack. Paredes could not follow up. Ball is with UP. Silungan from way out.
Medyo malayo yun.
Unafraid to launch from anywhere is Mike Silungan.
Heat check there for Mike Silungan.
Leaving it all on the floor in his final season for UP. We have another Kit Kat break. Get ready for what's next. Second quarter action in UAAP season 75. LaSalle is up by 1 as Luigi de la Paz sets up for this baseline jumper. Another baseline J from Luigi de la Paz. He has 4 points.
Good read there by Eli Revilla, once again attacking the weakness of that zone defense of UP in the corners with a nice skip pass.
On the floor right now for the first time for UP, Jello Montecastro, but he turned the ball over there for the Fighting Maroons. Norbert Torres is fouled by one of the new recruits of UP, J.R. Gallarza, who was initially with De La Salle before transferring to UP. As we take a look at this Nissin Yakisoba Yakisobrang move. That Yakisobrang move was brought to you by Nissin Yakisoba Yakisobrang Sarap. Papot Paredes gets the basketball underneath, smothered by 3 defenders. De La Paz from outside.
Luigi de la Paz for
Wow, what a
three.
spark off the bench for Coach Gia Bonilla. Is De La Paz now with 7 points?
Yes, 7 points for Luigi de la Paz. And TJ, I remember talking to Luigi a couple of months ago, and he said that his role this season is to shoot 80% three-point shots. So
Sorry,
that's something.
80%?
80%, yun ang sinabi na sa akin.
Conversions or overall the amount of
No, the attempts
on the floor?
Yes.
So 8 out of 10 times he'll shoot the floor.
For Raul Soyud.
Yun ang kanyang role ayon kay
Okay.
Luigi de la Paz. Great Taste three-point shot. Another great 3 from Great Taste, 3-in-1. So his first attempt from downtown is good. A clear sign that he has been working on that shot as Raul Soyud knocking down his first free throw. Raul Soyud, a transferee from West Negros University, the same school where Nonay Baclao came from, Bacolod.
And you know how Baclao turned out after he transferred to the Ateneo.
Arnold Van Opstal back on the floor for De La Salle University. So right now we have a 6'1" point guard, Jello Montecastro, defending a 5'7" point guard in L.A. Revilla. Jello, who has played 3 years with the St. Benil Blazers and a year with UP, has had to defend against much smaller point guards throughout his career. Another nice pass, this time from Jeron Teng to Norbert Torres.
And good hands once again by Norbert Torres to catch that ball. And with the release, nice finish there for the big man.
So Norbert Torres really operating in the paint this year as compared to what he was doing last season, shooting a lot of shots from the outside.
That was quite a quick jump ball. Wala pang 3 seconds na pinagagawa niya ball. A nice pass here by Jeron Teng. He's going to have to get used to this. He's going to be attracting a lot of defenses when he drives down the paint.
Saw that Pure Foods chicken cheese hot dog, perfect combination. Teng to Torres, perfect combination. Pure Foods tender juicy chicken cheese hot dog. LaSalle is up again by 6. Under a minute to play here in the first half. Chris Ball back in the ball game for UP. Another new addition for the Maroon team. Montecastro gets it to Ball. Air ball. Ball will go back the other way to LaSalle. 39.2 seconds remaining. Let's see how the Green Archers will execute. Again, we are seen worldwide on the Filipino channel, and you can also check out the live screen on UAPsports.tv. The live streaming, rather. Excuse me. Montecastro with the right hand, unable to convert. Soyud. And Chris Ball was able to tip it in. Chris Ball, a recruit from LA, a Phil-American. His mother is a Filipina, the sister of Bong Hawkins.
Well, it's in the genes. And don't look now, UP is only down by 4. No matter how good LaSalle has played, you know, UP has kept in step. They have not allowed LaSalle to break this game wide open. The biggest lead, I think, was like 6 points or 7 points.
Check out this McDonald's instant replay. Overwhelm your senses with the new McDonald's Big and Tasty. Dial 86236 for Mac delivery. That was Chris Ball with his first points as a member of the University of the Philippines Fighting Maroons. L.A. Revilla, 8 points for De La Salle University. Really led the team to start off this game, scoring 7 first quarter points.
And what's nice about Revilla this year, I think, you know, seeing what he did in the Summer League as well, he's realized that it's not just the points. It's keeping the team's composure, the tempo, and setting up his teammates as well.
Montecastro has to put this one up. Was unable to draw the foul, and that will do it for the first half of this exciting matchup. A seesaw battle between UP and De La Salle University. Our Jollibee champ of the quarter is none other than Mike Silungan, who has scored 12 points too from downtown. He is our Jollibee champ. Big Burger goodness, like no other. So the score is 35-29 in favor of De La Salle University. We have arrived at halftime. Back with more UAAP Season 75 coverage brought to you by ABS-CBN Sports. Keep it right here on Studio 23. Next, have a break, have a Kit Kat. This is our score at the half. De La Salle University leads the University of the Philippines by 6, 35-29. For the latest UAP stories, schedules, updates, and features, visit UAPsports.tv or like UAP Sports TV on Facebook or follow at UAP Sports TV on Twitter as well. Let's take a look at the halftime stats, TJ.
All right, you're seeing right there. Amazingly, even though UP only shooting 25% from the field, they are still in this game. They're only down by 2 possessions, 35-29. Look at the assists. The Archers playing much better as a team. Thanks, really, in part to L.A. Revilla, who's really made an effort to get his teammates involved in this game. Bench points as well has been huge. The second unit of LaSalle was able to come in and really contribute still for the Green Archers with 17 points as compared to 11. But it's been the turnovers of LaSalle, the 11 turnovers compared to only 6 for UP, that has allowed UP to stay in this game and still get more possessions and more shots up at the basket.
We talked about bench points. They are being led by the 10 bench points of Yutien Andrada. Revilla, of course, had 7 points in the first half. First quarter, he had a total of 9 to finish the first half. De La Paz, 3 for 3 from the field with 7. On the other hand, UP is led by Silungan's 12 points.
And you got, as well, the rookie off the bench, Asilum there with 5 points, and Soyud as well with 4 points. So the recruit so far for UP being a big help for them, but their other veterans have not contributed yet. Mike Gamboa has not done much. You know, you're looking for them as well to be a spark for the UP Maroons when they come back on the floor.
We are live from the SM Mall of Asia Arena in Pasay City. That was our KitKat break time analysis. Get ready for what's next. Have a break, have a KitKat. Once again, the score 35 to 29 in favor of De La Salle University. Thank you so much to everybody joining us on Studio 23, because it is that time of the year again when you wear your school color, head to the sports arena and cheer for your team. Chalk Magazine's July issue brings you its annual tribute to your student athletes with the UAAP special. Get to know the cover boys, hardcourt hotties Gab Reyes of La Salle and Chris Porter of Ateneo. Get the latest scoop on your favorite players in the UAAP with a special primer on season 75 featuring star players Kiefer Ravena of Ateneo and Jeron Teng of the Green Archers. All these and more in Chalk Magazine's July issue, out in newsstands and bookstores now. The University of the Philippines are still searching for their first Final Four appearance in 14 years. A 14-year Final Four drought is what Ricky Dandan and his players hope to end this year, and they really have to do their best to achieve that right now, because they have 8 players who will no longer be with them after this season. As we saw, the KFC So Good stats, KFC Cheese Top Burger, KFC Feel So Good. Their last Final Four appearance, as I mentioned, 14 years ago in 1997. The third quarter is underway. Maraming salamat sa lahat ng mga nanonood ngayon sa Studio 23. Anton Rojas kasama si TJ Manotok. De La Salle University versus the University of the Philippines Fighting Maroons. At nais din po namin batiin ang lahat ng ating mga kababayan na nanonood mula sa iba't ibang bahagi ng mundo sa The Filipino Channel or TFC. You can also check out the games on the internet via the website www.uapsports.tv. Norbert Torres unable to convert on that layup, but La Salle able to recover the basketball. Here's Revilla. Torres with the repost. Double team arrives. Baseline pass.
Nice quick pass by Norbert Torres. Quickly recognizing the double team came to him and that he would find an open teammate under the basket. That's exactly what happened.
The smallest big man on the roster for De La Salle University, Jovet Mendoza. Instant offense off the bench. And good recognition on his part to sneak up under the baseline to receive this pass from Norbert Torres. That was our PS Bank maasahan assist. Isang tulog lang. May kotse ka na with PS Bank Auto Loan with prime rebate.
Well, Mendoza didn't play the whole first half. And interestingly, he starts the third quarter and instantly, as you said, he contributes right there, moving well without the ball.
One of 2 graduating players on this La Salle side, Mendoza along with Webb, former NU Bullpup, part of the Mythical 5 in UAAP Season 17, the Juniors Division. On the floor right now is Mendoza with Revilla, Torres, Teng, and Manguera for De La Salle, while UP has Gamboa back on the floor as its point guard. Romero is there with Chris Ball, Mike Silungan, and Jet Manuel. Let's see what UP talked about in the dugout. Let's find out from Bea Fabregas.
Anton and TJ, despite the lead of the La Salle Green Archers, the first thing Coach Ricky said when he entered the dugout is, boys were doing well. However, he would rather have them make mistakes closer to the rim than take longer shots. In the second half, he wants them to be more precise and play smarter basketball. Anton and TJ?
Thank you, Bea, for that Samsung courtside update. That was brought to you by Samsung Galaxy S3.
Well, when you have 25% for your field goal shooting, it's clear that you want to get higher percentage shots. You want to take them closer to the basket. UP in the first half was 2 out of 12 from beyond the arc, from behind the arc, 16% only from three-point territory. And from the two-point range, they were 9 of 32, 28%. So it really was a miserable shooting half for UP. But nonetheless, as he said, Coach Denton himself said they're doing well. They're only down by 6 points.
Mike Silungan was the player on the UP side who made those 2 3-point baskets for the Maroons. Chris Ball with that turnaround hook. It does not fall. Silungan was fouled. So halt in the action at the 8-minute and 23 mark, with LaSalle enjoying its biggest lead on this contest at 10, 39 to 29. This is our Kit Kat best break. Get ready for what's next. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. A lot of fans in green enjoying this 10-point margin of De La Salle University. Jet Manguera has really transformed himself into a defensive stopper after being known as a shooter during his high school days in De La Salle Zobel. Manguera thought about the 3, decided to dish it off to Torres. Revilla gets it back up top, defended by Gamboa. Revilla, hesitation, that's what he does best. Manguera, air ball from that corner. Norbert Torres with a fadeaway. UP being double teamed. A steal by Revilla, finishes with a left hand. LA Revilla with 11 points to lead all Green Archers in scoring.
Well done there. Good read defensively by Revilla on a broken up play.
Nice pass by Jet Manuel and a good finish by Chris Ball, the new addition of UP, who can only play 3 seasons in the tournament, including this one.
That's exactly what Coach Dandan wanted. More shots at the basket with a nice drop pass to the big man inside.
Easy shot was muffed there by Jovet Mendoza. Still a 10-point lead for UP. What a fake by Jet Manuel and the foul.
Jet Manuel.
They needed that one.
4 points for UP's second leading scorer last year, and that was our clear men high-performance drive, clear men deep lens with activated carbon. Deep lens for 0.
The key shot right underneath Norbert Torres there. You can't go over him, go under him.
5 points now for the former Xavier School stallion, Jet Manuel, and he's going to be defending his former teammate Jeron Teng. On this possession, 41 to 34 is our official tally, with LaSalle still on top. Our Pure Foods Chicken Cheese Perfect Couple in green. Perfect couple. Pure Foods tender, juicy chicken cheese hot dog. Jeron Teng crosses up. Jet Manuel off the cross. That, ladies and gentlemen, was the first field goal of Jeron Teng as a UAAP player in the college ranks. Let's go now for a courtside update with Billy Capistrano.
Now, even though they are leading, Coach G is not pleased with how the boys are playing because they are running away from the system. For this quarter, the boys need to play as a team and keep their focus. Coach also emphasized on doing the simple things like eliminating easy points and executing good defense. Anton?
Thank you, Billy, for that Samsung courtside update. Samsung brought to you by Samsung Galaxy S3. So clearly, Coach Gia Bonilla is expecting a lot more from his players, and he does believe that they should be up by a lot more. Was unhappy with what the Archers displayed in the first half, but a strong start for them here in the third period, led by LA Revilla, who now has 13 points.
Well, you know, if you looked at the stats at halftime, you'd expect that if you hold a team down to 25% shooting, you'd at least probably lead by double digits, right? But with only that 6-point lead, he was disappointed. But better focus by LaSalle so far in the third quarter, limiting their turnovers and taking smarter shots. And look at that. What a tough shot by Jeron Teng. Now he's getting hot. 8 points now for the rookie.
Don't look now. Jeron Teng is getting himself going. And we will take another Kit Kat break. Get ready for what's next. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. continues here inside the Mall of Asia Arena in Pasay City. This is our Pure Foods chicken cheese hot dog. Perfect combination. Pure Foods tender juicy chicken cheese hot dog. It is day number 2 of opening weekend of UAAP Season 75, and already we have seen 2 great games yesterday. Of course, NU's blowout of UE winning 90-55, and that thriller of a matchup between FEU and USD.
I'm still recovering from that.
The Tamaraws winning via forcing a turnover, and R.R. Garcia scoring on a fast break layup to win 73-72. Of course, following this matchup between LaSalle and UP, Ateneo begins its drive for 5 as they take on last year's third placers, the Adamson University Soaring Falcons. So do stick around for that matchup right here on Studio 23. Talio back in the game here for the first time in the second half, missing on that jumper. Talio really looking eager to get his first basket here.
He's trying to get his rhythm. UP's got to be wary here. They're down by 13 points and they don't have their first unit on the floor. And there's a possibility na lalong mamaga itong kalamangan ng LaSalle. But a good shot there by Soyud.
The best move so far executed by the recruit from West Negros University, Raul Soyud.
Wow,
Mendoza, look at that power. Did not play at all in the first half like you said, DJ, but has already put in 2 field goals. A steal here by Manguera. Manguera bobbled that basketball. And I had a feeling Jed wanted to dunk that ball. I've seen him dunk a lot of... Yes, he can get up. This guy's got hops. Jed Manguera just bobbled that basketball. This is our Nissin Yakisoba Yakisobrang move. That Yakisobrang move was brought to you by Nissin Yakisoba Yakisobrang Sarap. Hipolito wide open.
Johnny
Knocks it
Hipolito.
in. First basket for Johnny Hipolito, one of the graduating players from the UP Fighting Maroons. 49-38. Jet gets it to Jeron Teng. Jeron Teng drives inside off the glass, could not convert. Norbert was there to tip it in.
Well, you can't teach height. Na-box out na siya. Manuel was kind of there with better position, but he couldn't do much against the bigger Norbert Torres, who just really wanted that ball badly. How many rebounds does he have now?
He has 11 in our unofficial tally at 9 points.
Henry
Asilog
Asilog
gets the lucky bounce. Henry Asilog, 7 points. Not bad for a rookie.
Good showing
DJ?
for the rookie so far with limited time off the bench as well.
Oh,
What a
Mendoza.
move. What a move.
That's just power and emotion
Mendoza.
from Jobet Mendoza, a proud native of Pangasinan. Check out this PS Bank strong power move by Jobet Mendoza. Isang tulog lang, may kotse ka na. With PS Bank Auto Loan with Prime Living. Alam mo, TJ, nakausap ko si Jobet Mendoza a month ago. I was asking him how he got into the game of basketball. At sinabi niya sa akin, TJ, na dati daw, hindi siya mahilig sa basketball. Kasi wala daw siya
So how
hilig.
old was he when he started?
Dahil his brothers daw, who played basketball, were always injured. I think he started like late na mga 14 years old.
Wow.
Ang hilig daw niya, billiards.
Billiards, okay.
Oo, sa Pangasinan. So, kaya daw siya nahilig sa basketball dahil yung kanyang tatay, ang pangarap daw, balang araw, magkaroon siya ng anak na maglalaro sa pros.
Okay.
So, since his brothers
So,
were
medyo
always
napuwersa.
getting injured, parang sabi niya, sige, ako na lang.
What a story.
Jobet Mendoza playing in his final season along with that man, Joshua Webb, our McDonald's Instant Replay. Overwhelm your senses with the new McDonald's Big and Tasty. Dial 86236 for Mac Delivery. Joshua Webb, again in his final tour of duty. He is regarded as one of the greatest players from De La Salle Zobel. Actually had his number 10 jersey retired. The only player to have his jersey retired from that school. Delivered 2 championships with Coach Boris Aldeguer as the head coach, season 68 and season 70. But still yet to become a champion here in the college ranks, this is his final chance to do that. Chris Ball drives past Torres, recovers it. Paulo Romero. Asilum from way out, short. Norbert Torres with the rebound.
Nice swarming defense there by LaSalle, not allowing an easy look for UP.
A 13-point lead being enjoyed by the Archers. Webb rattles it in. Joshua David Spiderwebb, a long two to give LaSalle its biggest lead of this contest at 15. The score is 55-40 as we approach the final 2 minutes of this third quarter. Foul is on Webb as Padilla drove left. UP has 3 returning players, namely Padilla, Lopez, and Johnny Hipolito. McDonald's instant replay, overwhelm your senses with the new McDonald's Big and Tasty. Dial 86236 for Mac delivery. We'll take a break. Break that is. Get ready for what's next. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. Nagbabalik po ang aming exclusive ABS-CBN sports coverage of the UAAP Season 75 live from inside the Mall of Asia Arena in Pasay City. Anton Rojas together with TJ Manoto giving you this matchup between UP and De La Salle. The Green Archers right now enjoying their biggest lead of the contest at 15. Our official tally is 55-40. Talio experiencing difficulty.
And Asilum not showing any fear against him. This is against his, I guess, old Cebuano foe.
A battle between the two Cebuano point guards. Mac Talio played for the Cebu Institute of Technology, was a multiple-time CESAPI Juniors MVP. Also transferred to the Cebu Eastern Colleges. Our Swish, Good Vibes, 3-point shot, Swish. Good Vibes, switch to Swish. Alcohol-free mouthwash. It's all good for Mike Silungan, as he had an enjoyable first half, scored all his 12 points there. So far here in the third, wala pang naitatalang puntos si Mike Silungan.
By the way, we asked earlier our viewers to tweet us questions about the game, about the teams on court right now. We'll pick some interesting ones and do our best to answer them. Here's one that tweeted all of us, actually, ABS-CBN Sports, me and you, at Mr. Pure Business. Mr. NPA asked, when was UP's last UAP championship? It was in 1986. Yes, it was during Benji Paras's time with Coach Jolipa, with Eric Altamirano, with Ronnie Magsanok. What a team that was for UP.
And head coach Ricky Dandan started his career as a head coach, as an apprentice to Coach Jolipa in that 1986 champion team. Actually, si Jolipa ang mentor nitong si Coach Ricky Dandan.
That's right. He was under the stable of Jolipa's coaching staff for many years, and he learned a lot from him.
So, Coach Ricky Dandan, now as a head coach of his beloved alma mater, would like to win a championship as a coach. Raul Soyud on the floor.
Some big bodies on the floor there. Torres, Soyud, all falling down.
Scary fall for Raul Soyud, whose UAAP debut was actually delayed by a year. Was supposed to play already last year, TJ. Kaya lang, unfortunately, he suffered an injury to his right knee ACL in practice in January of the year in 2011, last year. So hindi siya nakalaro ng UAAP season last year. So he's making his debut after getting delayed a year. 56-44. 12-point lead for De La Salle University as we wind down this third quarter. Soyud in and out on that jumper. Soyud so far only 6 points for this new big man for UP, whom Coach Ricky has put a lot of thrust on. Joshua Webb handing it off to Almond Vosotros, who loves taking the big shot. But Lopez picks his pocket. Wait a minute.
Is there going to be an offensive foul or a hand check foul? Both guys had their arms against each other, so could have gone either way here.
take a look at this Enervon Todo Energy play of the game. Mark Lopez, Enervon's Todo Energy play of the game. Energive, Energuard, Enervon.
Two free throws for Mark Lopez.
Mark Lopez finally making his return to the UAAP after sitting out last year, still recovering from that right knee ACL injury he suffered in UAAP season 73 in the second round in a matchup against DLSU. So left the floor against DLSU, back on the floor right now against DLSU in over a year of absence from UAAP action. Mark Lopez also playing in his final season for UP, and that will do it for the first 3 quarters of play, and 10 points separates the two squads. LaSalle was up by as many as 15. UP able to cut it down to 10. Our Jollibee champ of the quarter is none other than L.A. Revilla. Our Jollibee champ, big burger goodness like no other. 13 points for the starting point guard of Coach G. Abanilla. Magbabalik po ang aming exclusive ABS-CBN Sports coverage ng UAAP Season 75 for the 4th quarter. Huwag po kayong aalis. Manatili po kayong nakatutok dito lang sa Studio 23. And we are underway in the 4th quarter of this first matchup on this Sunday afternoon for UAAP Season 75. De La Salle University leads UP by 10, 56-46. Anton Rojas kasama si TJ Manotok para sa ABS-CBN Sports. A miss on that UP possession leading to this fast break attack by De La Salle University, but the defensive stopper Mark Lopez able to snatch that basketball back. Raul Soyud with a short jumper does not drop. It is La Salle basketball as we continue this exclusive ABS-CBN Sports coverage from the Mall of Asia Arena in Pasay City. And again, you can check out the games on the internet via the website www.uabsports.tv. Meron po tayong live streaming dyan. And also, we have a replay of the UAAP games later tonight at 8 p.m. on Ball Sky Cable Channel 34. This is our Sustagen Premium alumni of the game, Mr. Ricky Santos. 1973 batch from De La Salle University. Sustagen Premium congratulates Ricky Santos once again on batch 1973. Sustagen Premium, your multi-defense solution to fight body aging. LaSalle was leading by as many as 15, but PJ, UP has managed to cut it down to 8.
Yep, they've been patient, chopping the lead down one possession at a time, but another big 3 from the corner from Luigi De La Paz.
And I really believe in what Luigi De La Paz told me, that he would be shooting 80% of his attempts from beyond the arc, and he has been converting. He has made 2 3-point bombs already, De La Paz. Already with 10 points in this ball game.
Coach Tandan trying to explain that to Padilla, how he should be able to rotate on De La Paz in the corner there. As you saw Padilla try to help out on L.A. Revilla, and he was able to attract the defense and pull him away enough from De La Paz to get a good look.
That was Luigi De La Paz's Great Taste 3-point shot. Another great 3 from Great Taste, 3 in 1. Second free throw is good for Raul Soyud. He has 8 points in his UAAP debut. Foul away from the basketball. We have another Sustagen Premium alumni of the game. Sustagen Premium congratulates Coach Lalaine Parenya of UP batch 1986. She's an alumna from UP. Sustagen Premium, your multi-defense solution to fight body aging. 58-50, LaSalle still has possession of that basketball. They are not out of the woods yet. Van Omstal rejected by Silungan from behind. Here comes the Fighting Maroons.
Asilum has done a really good job at point. We haven't seen Mike Gamboa play much more minutes since he came with 9 minutes in the first half.
Or Jello Montecastro. So Asilum has played the most minutes among the point guards. Let's hear now from Bea Fabregas for this UP update. Asilum knocks down a 3-point shot. Go ahead, Bea. Bea?
Anton and TJ ending that third quarter. The whole team was extremely positive despite that they were down by 10 points. Coach Ricky reminded them to maintain their composure and that they need to relax. He wants also Henry Asilum to facilitate the play and create something for his teammates. We can be sure that the boys are not going to leave this place without laying absolutely everything on the line for their first game. Anton and TJ?
Thank you, Bea, for that Samsung courtside update. That was brought to you by Samsung Galaxy S3.
Major development here, Anton, after that big three by Asilum and a miss by LaSalle. On the transition, you see here Asilum trying to break away and was fouled judicially by Revilla, but the refs calling it an unsportsmanlike foul. So that's 2 free throws and ball possession for UP. Lead is now down to 4, could go down to 3. What a development. What a tough call there. Coach Gia Padilla could not believe that it was called an unsportsmanlike foul. We couldn't see the right arm from that angle. Maybe we could look at another angle. It was the right arm possibly that may have looked like a clothesline kind of a foul, because it decked Asilum to the floor after that contact and that collision.
And you saw that a while ago on our McDonald's Instant Replay. Overwhelm your senses with the new McDonald's Big and Tasty Dial 86236 for Mac Delivery.
So he's not just holding it down, but it's a two-handed push. So the refs deemed that unsportsmanlike contact. Nonetheless, UP did get 2 points in that last possession, even though they got 2 shots and a possession. So the lead is down to 3. This is a ball game, folks. 7 minutes roughly to go.
No doubt. Let's go quickly right now to Billy Capistrano for this DLSU update.
As the huddle coach cannot emphasize enough on focusing on defense, he wants them to anticipate what UP has up their sleeve. Coach wants nothing fancy from the boys. They just need to do what they have to do in order to win this ball game. Anton?
Thank you, Billy, for that Samsung courtside update. That was brought to you by Samsung Galaxy S3. It has been the rookies making the big shots here late in the fourth. Jeron Teng with a nice drive. Mike Silungan could not convert on that 3-point shot.
He wants the ball back.
Silungan drives, stripped by L.A. Revilla. De La Paz gets it to Teng. Nice
What a pass! What a pass! What composure there on that mid-air collision by De La Paz. Seeing Soyud block his way and finding the trailing Jeron Teng with back-to-back baskets to give LaSalle more breathing room. Up by 7 now.
After a 15-2 run by UP, LaSalle has countered with a 4-0 run here in the fourth period. Oh! Mark Lopez! A tough shot by Mark Lopez. What a fall away. 10 points for the returning Mark Lopez.
Long 2 for Lopez there.
Teng wants that basketball. Short on that jumper. Soyud has the rebound.
Swerte ng UP doon, nagkaagawan si Andrada and Torres. They were both there for that rebound, but because they tapped it away from each other, Soyud came up with a defensive board.
Asilum slowing things down. Joining him on the floor, Silungan, Soyud, Lopez, and Romero. Lopez again with another shot. That time, it was short. Here's De La Salle University. Hesitation by Revilla. Torres with the offensive rebound. There was a foul. No team in the penalty at TJ.
Yep, only 1 team foul for, now 2 team fouls for both squads. Both UP and LaSalle. Look at this nice hang time drive of Jeron Teng. Getting the bump in midair and still getting that soft touch to go.
That was our clear man high performance drive. Jeron Teng stopping the UP run with that clear man defense with activated hardball defense for Shiro. That's a basket for Norbert Torres and the foul.
Great steal inside by Torres against Soyud. Soyud caught off guard there in that baseline inbound. Call it a knockout play if you will. We got the 2 points and the foul.
12 points now for Norbert Torres to go along with 13 rebounds.
He's got more rebounds than points. Awesome game for Norbert Torres, who will get a second crack at that bonus free throw because of a lane violation. Look at it here. Great seal inside by Torres to get that pass into him.
That was our Owishi, oh wow, moment of the game. Owishi, oh wow, open up to everyday surprises. Second drive for Torres is good. 4 minutes and 51 seconds remaining. LaSalle managing to pull away. 65 to 57 is our tally as we enter this Kit Kat break. Get ready for what's next. Have a break, have a Kit Kat. Back here inside the Mall of Asia Arena in Pasay City for more UAAP Season 75 action. A great pass by Luigi De La Paz to Jeron Teng. Our PS Bank maasahan assist of the game. Isang tulog na. May kotse ka na with PS Bank Auto Loan with Prime Rebate. Henry Asilum and the Fighting Maroons were able to cut LaSalle's 15-point lead to 3, but Asilum missing on that 3-point shot.
Good recovery and good challenge by L.A. Revilla there. Doing a lot of good stuff for LaSalle on both ends of the floor. Remember, he was the one who stole the ball from Siluman earlier that led to the tank pass break.
Lob pass for Torres does not work. Good fronting defense there by Chris Ball to force that turnover. So UP will have another crack at scoring the basketball. Kit Kat best break. Get ready for what's next. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. Mike Gamboa set to check into this basketball game for Henry Asilum, I assume. And here he is, Mike Gamboa coming in for Henry Asilum. But a good job by the rookie point guard.
Definitely. But you wonder if you want to extend his minutes and try to make him finish this game. But pagod na rin yung bata. He's played extended minutes here in the second half.
So our Rexona men shot clock. Rexona men with 50% more lasting protection. Straight on the confidence. Mike Siluman finally knocking down his first field goal here in the second half. He has 14 points.
And that was perfect execution by UP on the baseline inbounds. A great screen and freed up Mike Siluman wide open.
Siluman leads all Fighting Maroons in scoring.
Oh, what a pass! Oh! Sorry miss by Andrada though.
Masyadong nagpadali doon si Yutian Andrada. Siguro nagulat din siya na libre siya. Mike Siluman with that jumper on the McDonald's instant replay. Overwhelm your senses with a new McDonald's Big and Tasty. Dial 86236 for puck delivery. A foul underneath as Norbert Torres will take a trip to the free throw line.
Torres grabbing his 14th rebound, staying active under the basket after a miss from Jeron Teng.
Norbert Torres makes his first free throw. The Phil Canadian was born in Toronto, Canada. Served 2 years residency with De La Salle University before finally making his highly anticipated UAAP debut last season, and now he has transformed himself into a more dominant big man in his second season with the Green Archers. Mike Siluman finds crossover to get himself free. He has 16 points in this ball game as we approach the final 3 minutes of this contest.
More than that, Anthony has back-to-back jumpers, and we know that because he's a streaky shooter. When he gets hot, he can really get hot, and he can really take a lot of heat check shots as well. So we'll see if he continues to shoot.
Traveling violation ball on L.A. Revilla up inside the lane. Raul Soyud coming back into the game for Paulo Romero. Crucial moment, a crucial possession for the Fighting Maroons here.
Down by 6. Less than 3 minutes to go. They need a basket.
Coach Ricky Nandan handing the keys to the veteran point guard, Mike Gamboa.
More shot.
Shot by Raul Soyun.
Tough and a bad decision. Their shot clock was in 10 seconds. He forced a fadeaway of 60 feet right in front of Norbert Torres who blocked it.
6'6" Norbert Torres blocked the 6'4" Raul Soyun on that fadeaway. Jeron Deng, wide open. Could not capitalize on that wide open three-point shot. Mike Silungan has the basketball. Drives inside. Hammered.
Will he get 2 free throws is the question.
Toss that basketball up. Let's see.
And if it is sportsmanlike foul, because once again, Lasal did not just foul, but they kind of grabbed. Deng grabbed him with 2 hands. That's similar to what Revilla did earlier to Asino. He just 2 hands and pushed him. Look at Deng here. He pushed him over 2 hands again. Rather than just checking him and fouling him, there was a push. There was an extension. So I guess those pushes is what makes the refs call and the sportsmanlike foul.
You saw that on the McDonald's instant replay. Overwhelm your senses with the new McDonald's with a tasty. Dial 86236 for Mac delivery. So 2 unsportsmanlike fouls for Ralph Tuchel. Yes, in the fourth quarter. The first one was at the 7-minute and 7-minute mark. And 7-second mark. Excuse me, 7-minute and 7-second mark. So UP able to capitalize with Silungan converting on both free throws. The lead is down to 4. Chris Ball gets it to the veteran point guard, Mike Gamboa. Good defense by Chet Manguera to prevent Silungan from getting a free shot. That was not a free shot, but nevertheless, Alvin Padilla just and he made it. Lasal is only up by 1. Break. Get ready for what's next. Have a break. Have a good time. Of Asia Arena in Pasay City as we take a look at this master-winning move. A gutsy 3-point bomb from Alvin Padilla. Control oil up to 8 hours. Get that winning advantage from the master.
That's an interesting play as well, Anton, because he was speeding. He was hot. 2 jumpers and 2 free throws. And was going to force the shot. He actually passed the ball.
We have now entered the last 2 minutes brought to you by PS Bank. Isang tulog lang. May kotse ka na with PS Bank Auto Loan with possession. UP spoiled that Norbert Torres again. And UP, I would just like to put it
that was
out
blocked
there.
by Ball, huh? Chris Ball had a good block. Clean block to Torres.
UP's last win over LaSalle, DJ, happened in August 22, 2009. That's quite a time ago. LaSalle has beaten UP 4 straight times in the UAAP. So that streak could end on this Sunday afternoon. But UP unable to convert on that possession. Chris Ball with a crucial block on Norbert Torres on that last LaSalle possession. Jeron Deng!
You know what created that opening though for Revilla was Mike Gamboa gambling on a steal rather than staying in front of him and just keeping in pace. That gave the lane for Revilla, drive inside, attract the defense, and then kick out the Deng. Sometimes you just want to stay in front and not gamble, especially in these situations.
Another look at that block, that Rexonaman shot block by Chris Ball. Rexonaman with 50% more lasting protection. Spray on the confidence. Jeron Deng!
The rookie being tested here in the line.
Jeron Deng, 12 points in his UAAP debut on this Sunday afternoon, missing his first free throw in this crucial canto. Second free throw is missed by Deng as well.
Lane violation. May I just point out, yesterday, FEU and USC, right? USC led by 10 points entering the fourth quarter and FEU by 1. Today, LaSalle entered the fourth quarter leading by 10 points. Just saying, just saying. Anything's possible in the UAP.
LaSalle was leading by as many as 15 late in the third period. Oh!
rebound. Out halfway in there.
That was 3 attempts for Jeron Deng, and he could not convert. Under a minute to play here. What an opening matchup in the second day of opening weekend of UAAP Season 75. Alvin Padilla, fade away.
Oh! Wow! Alvin Padilla. And no timeout for LaSalle here. They did not call a timeout. They still have 1 left. Coach Giovanni opting not to call it.
This is a good test for De La Salle University in executing an situation. Jeron Deng making up for those 3 misses at the free throw line.
And once again, it was L.A. Revilla driving inside, attracting the defender of Jeron Deng, giving him the lane to cut, and the perfect pass by Revilla.
And he has a free throw coming up.
So again, Padilla just looking away from this guy. It happened earlier when he looked away from De La Paz, who drilled the 3. Now he looked away from Deng, and Deng just cut to the basket.
What an assist by Revilla. That is our PS Bank maasahan assist. Isang tulog lang. May kotse ka na with PS Bank Auto Loan with Prime Rebate. Jeron
Sometimes
Deng.
it's not just where you stand defensively and help. It's also knowing where your man is. You have to have an eye on the ball, eye on the man at all times.
For Jeron Deng.
But smart cut there by the rookie. Good play off the ball. And you know, sometimes good scorers only play well with the ball. But in that instance, Deng showed that he can play off the ball and make a good, timely cut to the basket.
Jeron Deng showing the total package in just his first UAAP game as a college player for De La Salle, and he makes up for those 3 misses at the free throw line with that conversion. A 3-point play late for Jeron Deng. Let's listen in on the huddle of Coach Ricky Dandan. Kit Kat break, get ready for what's next. Have a break, have a Kit Kat.
There are fouls to give, okay? They will surely foul, will call. Listen. 2. G. Alvin. Jet. Okay?
Where my coach?
You're here. This is S. Alright? So, diretso na natin to. Alvin, diretso natin to pare ha. Fake this to Jet. Jet, you're up here. But as you're coming back, set mo sila solid. So ito mangyayari. Counter roll. Be quiet please. To inbound. Ito si S. Fake this Jet. Come up here. Bigyan mo si S. To bola. Then you go trigger. Pa-foul yan. Pag nag-foul yan, inbound again. Dito ang Kenji pupunta sa pangalawang inbound. Kenji. G, kunin mo. Lumas ka S. Ganun ulit. Trigger. Hanapin mo yung mga shooter mo. Get offensively pa. Ikaw lang mag-isa maliit ka. Last one! Hey!
Well, Coach Dandan, they're predicting that LaSalle will foul, given that they have a foul to give. LaSalle has 1 foul to give before they get in the penalty. But will LaSalle use that? Because it's the 27-second game clock. You can just simply defend as much as you can. And, you know, you still have, a time to rebound that ball and still have time. So questions here. Because if they do foul, they're going to end up giving UP the last possession. That's the
Exactly.
problem.
So let's see how both sides will play this one out. Silungan pops out to receive that basketball. He is defended by Jet Banguera. About 3 seconds separating the shot clock from the game clock. Manuel!
Huge block! And it makes you wonder, of all people you will be confident to shoot a 3-pointer in the face, Andrada? who's 6'5" with on a wingspan of about like 6'8"? I don't think so. Not against that guy.
Take a look at this key defensive play. Our Rexona men shot block. Rexona men with 50% more lasting protection. Spray on the confidence. Yutian Andrada with a key block. L.A. Revilla, 14 points for him. But it was not just the points that propelled LaSalle to this 3-point advantage. It was his assist as well as his leadership. L.A. Revilla, second free throw.
No more time.
That's 15 for him.
No more timeouts for UP here. They're down by 4, 2-possession game. They don't need a 3. A lot of time to go, 15 seconds. They can go for a quick 2 and still foul.
Gamboa has the basketball. They have to make a move quick. Padilla. No daylight for him. And Torres receives a hard foul from Alvin Padilla. And Torres can seal it right here at the free throw line. Napakalaking pagkakataon ang sinayang ng University of the Philippines. Silungan passing off to Jet Manuel, rejected by Yutian Andrada, and Padilla, no daylight.
And again, good defense there by De La Paz this time, getting a hand on the ball on that 3-point attempt by Padilla.
3.2 seconds remaining. 72-68 in favor of LaSalle. UP took a 1-point advantage with under a minute to go off a fadeaway by Alvin Padilla. But LaSalle came back with a Jeron Teng 3-point play. What a game. What a start to this brand new era for De La Salle University. Coach G. Abadilla returning to his beloved alma mater as a head coach. Won 2 championships as a player, 1989, 1990. A great start for him as the new leader on the sidelines from the boys from Taft Avenue. Our Jollibee champ of the game is none other than the new and improved Norbert Torres. 16 points for him. He is our Jollibee champ. Big burger goodness like no other. So we once again, the final score 73-68. LaSalle prevailing under the tutelage of their brand new coaching staff led by Coach G. Abanilla, defeating the University of the Philippines Fighting Maroons in a game that was not easy. Well, was not easy for them, despite just the 5-point margin that we see on your screens.
Well, what a tough finish for LaSalle. You know, they're going to learn from this. They were ahead by 10 points entering the fourth quarter, but they allowed UP to come crawling back in this game.
Let's take a look at our RCBC game-changing player of the game. It is L.A. Revilla. RCBC Savings Bank, my loans make that life-changing move. L.A. Revilla for De La Salle University scored 15 points in this matchup. LaSalle, of course, is our Team Bonchon of the game. Congratulations to De La Salle University. This is brought to you by Bonchon Chicken. Crispy chicken secret the world craves for. So, LaSalle once again victorious over the University of the Philippines. As we have our BS Bank maasahan player of the game. Isang tulog lang, may kotse ka na with BS Bank. Auto loan with prime rebate. Jeron Teng in his UAAP debut. It was a slow start for him, but a strong finish. Jeron Teng finished with 15 points. What can you say about this 18-year-old?
Well, he's got guts. He is not afraid of big-time situations, big-time plays. imagine, he missed 3 free throws, but he didn't lose his confidence. In the following play, he had a huge 3-point play, that tough layup, and the next free throw to boot.
I believe we have an opportunity right now to talk to the winning coach, G. Abanilla, as we are set to begin the press conference. Coach G, can you hear me? This is Anton Rojas.
Yeah, hi Anton.
Coach G, congratulations. How does it feel, former player of De La Salle University, getting your first win as a head coach of your beloved alma mater?
It feels really good, no? It was a tough win for us. I think UPV played well. They played really tough against us, and I think we didn't do a good job in taking care of easy points. They got a lot of easy points against us in transition. They were good in the breaks. So we got to do a good job again, going back to the drawing board and work on that transition defense of ours.
Coach G, DJ Manotoc here, congratulations on your first win. But talk about the confidence you had in Jeron Teng. He had a slow start. He was off from his field goal shooting the first half, but then he heated up in the second half. But you still were confident enough to keep him late in the game together with Eli Revilla. Talk about that 1-2 combination of Revilla and Teng, who seemed to connect well late in the game.
Well, Jeron's, I know Jeron, every time we go into practice, we know as a coaching staff, we know what he can do, what he can provide us. But of course, it's the first day, the first game for us, a lot of first game jitters. And I see a lot of my rookies kind of affected also with the band, with the TV, with the lights. So it's something we got to get used to. But going back to your question, I think the 1-2 punch of Eli Revilla and Jeron Teng is really good. I think we have to exploit this also, and hopefully we can do a lot better in the next game.
Well, Coach G, congratulations. Enjoy this win. I'm sure you guys will be preparing hard for your succeeding games. Again, congratulations to the winning coach, Coach G. Abanilla, victorious in his first game as head coach of his beloved alma mater. DJ, we're not done yet. We got an exciting matchup between Ateneo and Adamson following this matchup.
Well, what a game for La Salle again. Keeping their composure as a team, and as well for Coach G as a first-time head coach, keeping his composure in a game wherein they were up by 10 last 10 minutes. The lead disappears down to 1, but still kept it in there and relied on the boys, and he trusted them on the court to eke out that first win for La Salle.
So once again, De La Salle University wins over UP in their first match for UAP season 75. The official score was 73-68. On behalf of everybody from ABS-CBN Sports, our director Al Neri, courtside reporters Billy Capistrano and Bea Fabregas, my partner of course DJ Manotoc. Ako po ang inyong lingkod, Anton Rojas, saying stick around because up next we have Ateneo de Manila University taking on Adamson University. This is the UAP Season 75 brought to you by ABS-CBN Sports.
This is the 75th season of your UAAP. Unbreakable.